Joshua.
Steve Benua.
Live here again.
In the studio.
Did you see the title of the stream?
You have breaking news.
Breaking news.
Breaking news.
And I thought it would be...
Why do they call it breaking? What are we breaking?
Because when news breaks, we fix it.
Oh, my God.
But I've told you before, one of my dreams as a kid, I wanted to be a TV news reporter, or not even a reporter, the anchor. I wanted to be the guy sitting at the desk. I wanted to be the Walter Cronkite. I don't know. He hasn't been
Barbara
around in 50 years.
Walters.
No, the man, Bob Walters is who I wanted to be.
Barbara, is that her name? Barbara Walters?
Walters.
Oh, it is Barbara Walters. Okay.
It's Walters.
Good evening. I'm Barbara Walters.
So, I kind of set it up so that we can do that today. So we're going to do a little newscast here at the beginning, and then we'll end it, and we'll go on and talk about the rest of our topics. But I'm going to share some breaking news with you, and you're going to hear it for the first time by reading it. I've typed up a teleprompter.
Okay.
So you're the pink.
Okay.
I'm the blue.
Okay.
And, yeah. So I have... You ready? We're in a new studio.
Whoa.
And we'll just
Cute.
we'll get started.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
Music.
Cute.
Just wait.
Okay.
Hold on.
In the meantime, breaking news. The facial hair's back. I brought it back. I turned 26, and I'm tired of looking like I'm 15. So there we go.
Nice. That's the real breaking news.
That's
Thanks
the real
for tuning
breaking
in.
news. All right, bye,
No,
everyone.
we have a real breaking news. Okay.
Are we doing it?
We're ready. I'm ready. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Okay.
Tonight on Q23 News, what's next for birthright citizenship after last week's huge Supreme Court ruling? We talk with a legal analyst who may have some insight on how judges may respond to the ruling.
Plus, the heat wave that scorched most of the nation last week has finally come to an end. When can we expect the heat to return? We have your 7-day forecast coming up.
That's perfect.
Thank you.
Broadcasting live from the Bay Area in Northern California, this is Q23 News Now.
Good evening. I'm Steven Martinez.
And I'm Josh. Last name? Question mark?
Tonight we begin with breaking news out of Sonoma County, California. A Santa Rosa man with a history of sex offenses is back behind bars tonight. He's charged with 2 counts of sexual battery after Sonoma State University police say he was groping men on campus.
Last month, 3 individuals came forward with accusations that 50-year-old Greg Nathan of Santa Rosa lied to them in order to get the students to remove their shoes so he could touch their feet. He claimed to be a kinesiology or massage therapy student at a local college in order to massage their feet.
While claiming he needed volunteer hours for his school program, he proceeded to inappropriately touch the male students. All of this comes after a YouTube personality shared a similar story online back in February.
And there's a knock on my window. I look up. Someone I do not recognize is at my window. He asks to see my foot. Before I can react, he reaches in and grabs my foot. And at this point, I'm like, this is a sex thing. And my shoe is off. A stranger grabbed my socked foot in my car while I was sitting there. At this point, I'm like, okay, this is a little too far for me. He just grabbed my foot. I don't know this person. I'm getting creepy vibes.
That's your line's next.
Nathan told the victims he was enrolled at the Santa Rosa Junior College, or SSU, but records show he has no affiliation with either institution.
A trial date has yet to be set, but authorities ask that anyone with information that may assist them in their investigation should contact the SSU Police Department at 707-664-4444. There's the stuff, the ruling, the Supreme Court, the forecast. We ran out of time for that today. That's going to conclude our newscast. Thank you so much for joining us. And as always, be safe. Good night, everybody. Question 23 is up next. Howdy, folks. Welcome back to Question 23 with Steven and Josh. I'm Steven. And we're just coming live. I was just watching the news. Did you see what they just said on the news?
Yeah, I said what they just said on the news.
Oh, you were there when we said it, huh?
Yeah.
Breaking news. That's a real
Is
news
that
story.
real? Is that real?
This is a real news story.
Wait, so what was his name?
Greg Nathan.
Oh my God.
Greg Nathan. Let me see. I'll pull up the
So we
actual.
were right. It was a sex thing.
It's a sex thing.
Oh. Let's see. Let's see if we can get a picture.
I don't have a picture of the man.
Oh, man.
Oh, we got blocked by an ad blocker.
I guess we
But-
have to support local journalism.
But I just want to say,
Did he drive a Prius? Because I bet he did.
It didn't say that. He says that it said that he approached people on foot. But I want to say, for the record, I was right.
You were absolutely right. I'm shook.
I figured you would be. So this guy apparently has been doing this for over a year now. There have been people that have accusations going back to May of last year, May of 2024.
Do I need to do something? Do I need to call and be like, "Hi, I had an interaction with this man."
At the end of the press release, the Sonoma, the SSU, so the Sonoma State University, they said that that to call.
Oh.
Anyone with information that might assist with this investigation is urged to call the Sonoma State University Police Department.
Okay.
This is the actual. I'll read the. Because I like doing the news.
Do
announcer.
it. Read the
I'll
news
read the
again.
actual. This is the actual press release from the police department.
This is wild.
Since May 2024, the Sonoma State University Police Department has received reports of an individual who approached at least 3 victims and subsequently sexually battered each of them. After a thorough investigation, officers identified Greg David Nathan, age 50, of Santa Rosa, as the suspect.
50?
Nathan approached each victim either on foot or on a scooter and gained their attention by commenting about their shoes or feet. That's what he said for you.
That happened.
He claimed he was either a Sonoma State University student studying kinesiology or a Santa Rosa Junior College student studying massage therapy, seeking to massage their feet for volunteer hours.
That
Nathan
also happened.
Has no known affiliation with either institution.
I will say, for 50 years old,
He looked good.
he looked good. I
looked
would not have
good.
guessed 50 years old.
On May, and so this actually, I said he was behind bars tonight. He's not actually. This
There's an
happened back in
arrest
May.
warrant.
But on May 18th, officers obtained a arrest warrant for Nathan on 2 counts of sexual battery with bail set at $40,000. Nathan was arrested that afternoon and booked into the Sonoma County Jail by the Santa Rosa Police Department. He was released after posting that bond in a further news story I read about.
He posted $40,000 for bail.
A bond. He bonded out, which
don't know
is
what
you
that
do
means.
just 10% of it as like a promise or something that you're going to appear.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. And they want to remind you, and I'll do this as well. You are not at fault for any harm done to you.
Thank you.
The safety tips provided are not intended to imply otherwise. They ask you to immediately and promptly report any suspected crime or suspicious persons. And,
I know what kind of car he drives.
Yeah. So we got to call the number.
I think so. This is wild.
It doesn't say this in here. It was only one line in one of the news stories that I had read. He is a registered sex offender.
Wow.
He's done
Interesting.
previous things before.
This is breaking news.
This is huge news. This is why I called you in the middle of your workday earlier this week.
Yeah.
I never do that.
No, I was concerned.
I
I
called
picked up
you
and
in
I
the-
was like, hey,
You were like in the
what's
middle of a
up?
meeting or something. You were like very hushed and
Yeah.
quieted. And I was like, do you have a minute to talk? Because I read this and I immediately was like, oh my God, I got to tell Josh. And then once you were like, oh no, I'm sorry. I'm in a meeting with my boss. And I was like, oh, okay. You know what? Never mind. Do that. And then I was like, all right, I'm going to save it for the show.
Wow. Wow. And we have a docket. Do we need to submit our video
We may need to.
for evidence?
We may need to.
This is wild.
Yeah. Yeah. Thoughts, feelings?
So much. I'm processing live
It's
on
a lot.
air.
It's a lot. It's a lot to process.
Um,
It's an intense thing. You know, I'm not. I'm not. I shouldn't speak for anybody else, but I just will. Like if I was in your situation, I would at least be thankful. And, you know, he's getting charged with sexual battery.
Sexual
and things
battery
like that.
is intense.
It could be a lot worse, right?
Oh, certainly.
He grabbed your foot.
He grabbed my foot unprompted.
Not cool, but
It wasn't anything else.
exactly.
Yeah.
It could have been. It could have been a lot worse. So the
Could have been
fact
a
that
lot
you had
worse.
an interaction with a registered sex offender,
Yeah.
it could have been a lot worse. So I don't know what to tell you to do with that information. I don't know if you should be happy or I don't know, but that's something.
I mean, I think it's certainly just like wow. So if a weird guy does go to grab your foot in your car, he's a weird guy, and you should get out of there.
See,
Which
I don't
is
know
exactly what I did. So, because I was like, "There's a story here. I'm gonna entertain this because this is weird," and I did up until I got uncomfortable, and then I got uncomfortable, and I was like, "Okay, bye," and then I rolled up the window and I left.
And it doesn't seem like he's a violent person or somebody that is like,
No, he's a manipulative person.
yeah.
Yeah.
But like once you shut him down, he was definitely done. Like he wasn't like, no, give me the.
Yeah. Wow, I need to call that number. That's crazy.
Should we call it Love on the Air
Yeah, let's do it.
right now?
No, there's probably gonna be a whole. I don't. No. I'll call off air, and we'll continue this story at a later date, potentially. I don't know.
I mean, yeah. I mean, you may have to testify in court.
Oh God, that's so much effort, but I might. We can just honestly, I don't even need to be there. We can just play the clip, and then everyone in the
No,
courtroom.
we were too silly.
No,
in
everyone in the
clip.
courtroom will have to watch the clip, and then we'll
That's
get the
viewers.
news
That's
out.
free advertising.
Yeah, I know.
Babe, you need to get sexually assaulted more often. That's a jury pool of, that's 13 more viewers we could gather right there.
Wait, is a jury 13 people? I thought it was 12.
Is it?
I don't know. Speaking of juries, though.
12 Angry Men.
Yeah. It's a play. Is it
Yeah.
a book? Yeah. It's
About
a
it.
play.
Yeah, about
A
a
jury.
about a jury.
Well, speaking of a jury, I have breaking news for you.
What?
I got summoned for jury duty.
You're lying.
I'm not. And it's my first time ever getting summoned for jury duty. And it's with the freaking federal court that's all the way in SF. So, and it's in August, right around, it's the 6th through the 20th. So I'll let you do with that information.
Isn't Luigi Mangione, wasn't he a federal, isn't that turned into a federal case now?
Probably. I don't know how it couldn't be.
What if you're on that case?
In SF.
Well, federal's federal, right?
Yeah, but I think he would have to. They can't extradite him across state lines. I'm pretty sure he is going to be tried.
But he's in federal custody.
Yeah.
So there's no state lines. Once you're in federal, you're in federal.
No, but I feel like why on earth would they bring him all the way to San Francisco?
To get him out of there may be a tainted jury pool in New York.
Maybe.
That's where it was, right? It was in New York City?
That'd be crazy if I was on the Luigi Mangione case.
What other federal cases
Innocent.
are there right now?
I don't know. It's probably just white collar crime. I don't even know if I'm allowed to be talking. Probably. I don't even know what the anything is. Truly, literally, I just got the thing in the mail yesterday, and they were like, fill out this questionnaire, which I will say they're getting more high tech, which I do appreciate.
And a QR code for you to scan.
It was a QR code, and I scanned it, and then I put in my little number, and then I filled out my stuff. I do feel like I have a lower chance of getting selected because I am a, well, maybe this will increase it, but I am a college-educated white man who is a software engineer in San Francisco, and I feel like that's
a jury of the peers right
everyone in San Francisco, which for a federal court maybe isn't what they're looking for. So I don't know. We'll see about
It's
that.
probably going to be some like Bitcoin trial or some like, what are the cryptocurrency, like the scam cryptocurrencies?
Oh, yeah. So we'll see what happens with that, but it's really inconvenient timing. So
it will be cool though, because what you can do is you take your phone and there record secretly, and then you can bring it here,
and then we can play it on the
show.
and then we'll be
we'll have the scoop. That's what they call the scoop.
We'll be doing insider breaking the news.
Us news folks. That's what we call
breaking the scoop.
Well, yeah, getting the scoop and breaking the news.
Breaking the scoop and getting the news.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I had previous experience. That's why I got hired at the news station. Previous experience at Baskin Robbins.
You got hired at the news station from 10 minutes ago?
Yeah.
Nice.
I mean, Baskin Robbins
Because you were scooping.
So I was scooping.
Because you knew how to get the scoop, and then you knew how to you knew how to break things.
I was nervous to spring this on you because for people that don't know, or I guess you can tell, but I just want to throw it out there again. You didn't know that before I made you read it.
I did not know that
live.
before you made me read it live.
I was like, this could go either way. He could like have a moment and just like shut down and be like, I can't believe that I was assaulted by a sex offender.
I mean, that part is a little like, ooh.
That's like a you could
but
use that
also,
in future on your first day at a new job when they do 2 truths and a lie. You know, you can say that I was assaulted by a sex offender.
I think that'll go over really well. I think people will get a lot of joy and excitement out of hearing that as one of my fun facts.
No, that's not the fun fact. Those are 2 different things. There's fun facts and there's 2 truths and a lie. Those are different games.
Okay, you got me on that one. I can't argue with that.
Yeah.
Wow. Well,
I'm glad that you're handling it well.
Thank you.
We gotta call the number.
We gotta call the number.
You don't want to do it right now?
No. I mean, if you really want to, we can. I'm worried they're just gonna have us be on a hold line, and then they're gonna be really serious about it, and then
police are like that.
They're so serious and boring.
They're so serious, so boring.
Like, can't we just have a silly, goofy little time?
I had Mexican food last night.
How was it?
Which means that I had Mexican food leftovers for breakfast this morning. I don't know. How does it smell?
I actively held my breath, so I couldn't tell you. Because I'm on defense mode, because you do this where you will, not thinking about it, burp, and then keep talking straight directly at me. And I love you so much.
Do you smell it?
Yeah. Well, no, because I always hold my breath.
Oh, problem solved.
Stop.
Problem solved.
I will say, going back to scooping, can we talk about the ice cream place that just opened up near me?
Yes.
I forget what it was called. Salt and Straw.
Yeah.
Salt and Straw. I don't know if y'all have ever been to a Salt and Straw. We're going to give them some free promotion right now because, first of all, they're open until 11. Forget about the ice cream. Forget about anything. Just the fact that there is a location where I can go and like get a sweet little treat that's open later than, I don't know, 8 p.m. in our area.
That's the thing, is in our area, because we're in the Bay Area, but we're not in San Francisco. We're about an hour north in Sonoma County. Everything shuts down at 9 o'clock. Everything is closed at 9 o'clock. That's not true.
Restaurants?
There are not restaurants that close at 8 o'clock.
There most
Name one.
certainly are.
Name one.
What's the Everest?
Everest.
But it's summer right now. They might
Santa
not close.
Rosa.
They might not close at 8.
They're open until 9 o'clock.
Oh, frick.
Says it right. There's no. It doesn't take away from the fact that things close early.
Things close early.
But I just need people to know that you're wrong and I'm right.
I strongly disagree. No, because we went to I guess that's there have been multiple times
Nothing closes before 9
where
o'clock.
I have gone to restaurants and they are closed, and they're closed for indoor dining service or whatever, and it's winter, and it's 7:30 p.m.
Anyway, Salt and Straw.
Oh my gosh. Salt and Straw just opened right near me, and
That's like
nowhere to
I think
go.
it started like in L.A.
Los
or New York or
Angeles.
something. It's like
it's a
a
very
trendy place.
froofy ice cream place because they have crazy flavors. They have, what was it? It was like tomato.
It's like
and
tomato and
Gruyere
brie cheese, or
cheese.
and then like salt and pepper flavored ice cream or something.
That one was challenging. I'm not gonna lie. That was a
good.
difficult eat.
Not good.
Would
not
I wouldn't
recommend.
say that it wasn't good.
You didn't order it.
It was challenging, and I needed something that was a little easier on the palate.
Yeah.
They also had olive oil ice cream, which was surprisingly good, but also not really what I was craving. And I'm just so glad that there's somewhere that's open until 11 near me. That doesn't happen. So, you know what? Maybe that's the universe giving me a little reward for making it through getting my foot groped 3 months ago.
Is there anything that we can do to get compensation
for getting my foot groped?
Yeah.
I want some of that bail money. Is that a thing?
I don't know if that's how that works.
Oh.
But it's worth exploring.
I mean, $40,000. That's a chunk of change.
He doesn't pay that though, I don't think.
I don't
Nobody
know.
pays that.
What?
That's like if you don't show up for court.
Oh.
I think.
I don't know how any of that works.
I don't know how that
Maybe
works.
I'll learn when I have jury duty in 2 months.
What if you're on your own jury?
For
That's gonna be exhausting. You gotta be up in the witness stand, and then you gotta run back over to the jury box.
Yeah. Ugh.
And you gotta go back and forth like that.
Oh man. Doing a little Sonic the Hedgehog action.
Get your
running
steps
back and
in.
forth.
Get
You
your
know
steps in that day, that way.
I have a question for you.
Boxer briefs.
Okay.
Is that the question?
No, but I did already know that. I guess our viewers at home might not have. So now you know.
The left one usually hangs lower.
I keep looking at your microphone. We're gonna move on. Why does it look like that?
I don't know. I don't know that you can see it on the camera, so I haven't
You can
worried about it.
see the gray.
It's just the cover is,
What are you doing?
I don't know. It is supposed to be this color. This is inside
Flip
out.
it back. Flip it back. Because that's the color it started as.
It's not, yeah, because it's not
Are
just.
you okay?
It's not just faded, but there's like where I talk, it gets.
What's wrong with your mouth?
I don't know. I will say I've been getting more tonsil stones.
Yummo.
Maybe these are tiny tonsil pebbles.
That's awful. That's
Launched
awful.
into
I
there.
regret bringing it up.
You started it.
I regret
I'm just
bringing
telling
it up.
you.
Oh no.
I'm just
Oh,
telling
boy.
you. But I'm pretty good. I'm good with my tonsil stones. So I went to the doctor and I asked him, I was like, am I a gross, disgusting human being for having tonsil stones?
And he said, yeah.
no.
Oh, man.
He said it's not something that you can control. You know, when they happens, you can like try to expel them if you want. You can gargle with salt water, but it's just something that happens sometimes with people's tonsils, so it's not a bad thing. But I'm really good. I don't let them. It's really bad when you let them linger. When people have them just sitting in there for forever
Stinky.
and fermenting, it gets super
Ew,
stinky.
fermenting.
I don't know what they do, but
Fun.
but I take a Q-tip
And you pop them out.
and I like
Dig in there.
maneuver them out.
Yeah.
It's not really a popping action.
It slides.
It's like yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I know. I'm intimately familiar with tonsil stones. I used to be, before I got my tonsils removed, because I constantly had tonsillitis, which was a nightmare in and of itself. I used to be able to like suck pressure like out of my tonsils or whatever.
You've mentioned that. I can't do that.
And I would
Nothing
get,
happens.
like probably like 20 little guys and a couple big chunks that would just like come out of my tonsils, and then I would spit them out and move on with my day, and it was horrifying.
That's intense.
But yeah, no, I know about tonsil stones, and if you don't know about tonsil stones, consider yourself extremely lucky because they're disgusting.
Yeah. Maybe we can get that would be fun. We can get one of those little
The cameras?
microscopic cameras and
That
do a
would be
live
fun.
tonsil stone
Ooh,
removal
that's horrifying.
Um,
I would do
here
it.
on the show.
I
People
wanna
love
do that
that
with my
stuff,
ear.
though. Some people do. Some
I don't
people
need
love
to
that.
because I do clean out my ears quite a bit, but I want to go in there and look at all the stuff.
I clean so I'm not a Q-tip cleaner. The only thing that I clean my ears with is my trusty index finger. I don't go
Interesting.
deeper or further than that.
Oh, I
which
guess
is
that's
what
good.
The doctor tells you to do.
There you go.
The doctor doesn't want you using Q-tips. Doctor doesn't want you digging things in there. There's all these different tools that you can use to remove earwax.
I'm gonna let you know. You don't even need that. If you have a shower head, you just turn your sweet, cute little head.
No, then you have
And let
water
the
in your
shower-
ear.
No, because then you go the other way and it flushes out all the earwax, and then the water comes
But
out.
here's the thing: you
and
want
then you take the Q-tip
You
and
do
you jam
want
it in your ear to
earwax,
suck up all
though.
the. Yeah, I know.
everybody's so obsessed with getting earwax out of their ears. You want earwax.
Yeah, but you don't want excess earwax. And for someone like me who has some pretty waxy ears,
Yeah, but the finger should do just fine.
well, you keep doing what you do, and I'll keep doing what I do. Because every time I go to the doctor, they go, "Wow, your ears look great," and I go, "Oh my God, stop!" And then they're like, "Don't use Q-tips," and I'm like, "I would never."
When was the last time you went to the doctor and they said your ears look great?
Literally, when I last went to the doctor about 3 months ago.
You're lying.
I'm not. He checked my ears and he said everything looks good. Don't use Q-tips.
Everything looks good versus saying the words, your ears look great. Nobody's going out of their way to make the comment that says, your ears look great.
You don't know that? Were you there? Were you there?
What's the doctor's name?
Genuinely, I don't know.
Because I bet you next week I'm going to have breaking news and it's going to be some ear pervert.
My new primary care provider, whose name I cannot remember right now, even though I have an appointment with him in like 3 days. Yeah, you're so right.
No, not good. Not good. What is that noise? Do you hear that?
I'm pretty sure that's your cell phone buzzing.
It's
Is it
not.
my cell phone buzzing?
I don't know. Something's making a weird noise in here. I feel like there's a mole. There's
It's
somebody on the inside.
It's my cell phone buzzing.
Not very professional.
Do you want me to put it
Not
on
very
silent?
professional in our...
Do you want me to put it on silent?
Yes.
Okay, I'm sorry.
You see our new studio?
Yeah, it's really freaking good.
Did you also
There
hear
we
the
go.
intro? Were you paying attention for the intro?
No, I was overwhelmed by all the new things. Show me all your
Watch this.
cool new things
Watch
that you
this.
did.
Okay. Well, first I made this.
That was cute.
So I have that.
Loved that.
This is real. This is like what they do on the news.
I know. I've seen the news.
And then I had the music. Tonight at 10. Da, 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 da. But watch this intro that I made.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
Broadcasting live from the Bay Area in Northern California, this is Q23 News Now.
We have a voiceover guy now.
Was that? How'd you do that?
That's a real guy.
That was a real guy?
Yes.
You paid money?
Yes.
Are you serious?
Yes.
For reals?
Yes.
Whoa. Who's our voiceover guy?
His name was
Fiverr?
Aaron or something. He's from Fiverr.
Nice.
But yeah, it was.
Look at you not using AI.
It was. I would never.
Well.
When do you know me to use AI?
Huh?
When do you know me to use AI?
I don't.
Yeah. So don't say, well, like that's a surprising thing.
Well.
You use AI more than I do.
I have to. It's my job.
I didn't know your job was editing things out of your pictures on your phone.
Oh my God.
You must have got a new job. I didn't realize that. It must be a side hustle.
You got me on that one. Tell me more about Aaron. So you've been talking to Aaron on
No.
Fiverr, and he's been writing you songs.
He was talking
wow.
to me with a warm, melodic voice.
Okay, Aaron.
Which he has just the... It's a great voice.
It is a great.
I
Play it
would
again.
love-
Play it again because it's good.
I would love to have a... I would love to have a job. I love hearing my voice and I love sharing my voice. I would
Mhm.
love to have a job where I could make voiceover.
Go on Fiverr.
Things like that.
Actually, you can. You have literally all of the studio equipment for it.
But my voice is not to like listen to this guy. This is just the raw voiceover file. Listen.
Broadcasting live from the Bay Area in Northern California, this is Q23 News Now.
That is like
That's really
legit.
impressive. That's really impressive.
You try it.
I need a script. What is it? Broadcasting live from the Bay Area. This is Q23 News Now. Okay. Broadcasting live from... What is it? Sorry, I got in my head. Okay. Retake. They don't call me One Take Josh for nothing. Broadcasting live from the Bay Area. This is Q23 News Now.
You could go deeper than that. I've heard you sing songs. You sing that country song real deep.
Hold on. Broadcasting live from the Bay Area. This is Q23 News Now.
That's better.
That's about as low as I could go. You do it.
Ready?
Yeah.
Broadcasting live from the Bay Area in Northern California, this is Q23 News Now.
That was pretty good. It was a little acting-y. It was a little too like, I'm acting and doing a thing. That was pretty good.
Broadcasting live from the Bay Area in Northern California, this is Q23 News Now.
That's pretty good. You need to give yourself more credit. I think if you wanted to do voiceover stuff, you could.
I do. I want to.
Well, then do it. Get on Fiverr.
I want to.
Get on Fiverr
But
like Aaron.
I'll never be Aaron.
Broadcasting live from the Bay Area in Northern California, this is Q23 News Now.
It's super cool to
But
hear
he had
that voice.
He had to start
say
somewhere.
those things, and like I typed that up, and
That's
he did it
cool.
for me. That
That's
was like
cute.
a cool thing.
Broadcasting live from the Bay Area. This is Q23 News Now.
To do. Yeah, and then I got
Nice.
the new studio. I would
That's
love.
fun.
That was one of my dreams. I wanted to be a radio DJ / like morning show talk
Mm-hmm.
show host, and I kind of get to scratch a little bit of that itch coming here with my little bits and things that I want to do. And then I wanted to be a news anchor.
Well,
And
now you are.
this gives me the chance to scratch that itch.
Scratch it, babe.
Yeah, I'm scratching. So we got to use. I mean, I paid the guy $25. So
yeah, we got to use.
we're gonna use that.
Cool.
Often. We're gonna probably
Okay.
have a newscast every episode.
Okay, we have a
with
news
something.
We have a news segment
With
now.
something on there.
You paid money for it.
Yeah. 4th of July is coming up. Do we have plans for 4th of July? What are we doing?
I don't know. My friend Jess was like, "Hey, we should do something for 4th of July," and I said, "Okay," and then I haven't heard anything else. That is coming up. Wow, it's what is it? It's
The
June.
29th of June. Doesn't have the same ring to it as 4th
No.
of July.
29th of June. It's too many syllables.
Too many syllables.
Too many.
Is that, you think that's why they did it?
Because yeah, 4th is
On
so
the
easy. Yeah.
4th of July.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Something that I've soured on is, and I hate to say this because I loved this growing up, fireworks. Fireworks are so cool. They're not worth it. They're not worth it for our community at large. Like the bad parts are they outweigh the joy that I get from being like, ooh, shiny, ooh, loud.
Yeah.
'Cause it's not just the shiny, because here in the town where I live, they did, instead of a fireworks show last year, maybe it was the year before, instead of a fireworks show, they did a drone show.
Oh, that had to have been last year because I saw the fireworks show 2 years ago.
The community was outraged. They hated it.
Oh, really?
Not that fun. A drone show is
They're
fun
they're
as
slow.
like a side thing. Like if you're at a football
Yeah.
game in the stadium and then they do a drone show in between plays or at
That's
halftime,
fun. That's cool.
fun. But like nobody's gonna go to a destination to watch a drone show.
Yeah.
So
They're also really slow at real life. You watch them sped up on video and they're really cool, but in real life, I feel like they're slow.
yeah. I used to love fireworks. I love the big fireworks that the city puts on or whatever.
Mhm.
But I also love playing with fireworks. I have a scar.
I bet you do. I was just about to say, it's so dangerous.
I don't know if you can really see it on my look at.
Ooh.
Can you see this?
I don't know if you guys can
Let me
see
just
his
show
little
you this.
scar. His little scar that he has on his bicep.
But I have a scar.
Your arms look really good.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I have a scar from me and my friend. This was probably
Was it
this
bottle
was
rockets?
15 years ago. This is 2010. No, the Roman candles where you get
yeah.
the tube and they
And they shoot them at each other.
and we were shooting them at each
Oh,
other.
man.
And you don't really want to hurt the other person.
But you kind of want to.
No, you don't.
Oh.
So you're like, I am not really aiming it at the guy. I'm aiming it over his head and to the side, and
Yeah.
he's doing the same thing
Yeah.
with me. I thought, until this one comes directly at me. I see this bright flash of pink hurtling through the sky towards me, and like I see that happen, and I'm like, oh! So I like close like this. I caught it
Oh!
between my arm
Ouchie.
and my side boob. I caught it there, so I have a scar on both, and it like melted. It was some kind of polyester shirt or something that I
Yeah.
was wearing. It like melted it to my skin, and oh my god, it was
Ouchies.
gross.
How old were you?
18.
So here's the thing that's funny about that. I'm currently digitizing home videos for my parents, right?
Am I in them?
No.
Oh.
And there are some videos that have been recorded over because my dad presumably got an old like camcorder, or it was new at the time, when he was probably like 27, 28. And
Okay, Rich. Back then, people that had video equipment.
I know. That was his like prized possession too. He loved that thing. There are videos that have been partially recorded over for like my sister's birth and like my sister's home videos and stuff, but it'll randomly cut, because I don't think my dad super knew what he was doing. It'll randomly cut from like video of my sister when she was like 6 months old to this sequence of like New Year's, like Christmas to New Year's Day in like 1994, I think. And it's all videos of my dad and his brothers, who are grown adults. Like they would have been 28.
Yeah.
Like my dad was 28. I guess his siblings were 29 and like 26. Or
They're
something
adults.
Like that. Adults. And they're like setting off fireworks in the dark, and they're like hee 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 ooh hoo hoo hoo. And my uncle has a police scanner, and they're like actively listening to the police scanner, and they're like, "Oh, we got to go inside, everyone. There's a call for this area of the neighborhood." And then it's like video of them like waiting inside, waiting, and then you see the police officer go by, and they're like, "Okay, I think we're clear." And then they go out and they start doing fireworks and little explosives again. And I'm like, "You're 30. What?"
I love the idea of of your dad.
They're like little kids.
I love the idea.
It was
of your
really
dad
cute.
being like, "Oh, I want to get footage of these bottle rocks that we're doing. I'm out of tapes. Wait, give me the tape of my daughter's first, because I want to record some bottle rockets going up into the sky." That's so funny.
That's Pastor Tom.
That's so funny.
So
It's like the guy on Twitter that he was doing the same thing. He was going through digitizing tapes for his parents. And he came across the one that's like, our wedding from February of 1992, and starts it, and it's the bride starting to walk down, and then it cuts to an episode of Cops.
No. Oh man.
We ran out of VHS tapes, and yeah, it's a bummer.
Yeah, but it is just funny because it's like, you know, you think of like teenagers messing around with fireworks or whatever, and then here's my dad, who is, I mean, I know him as a very responsible, like, adult who is not a super, like, and I'd heard stories of him being a little rascal with his brothers, but man, they all get together and, oh baby, they're rascals, and it's very funny to watch. It's funny. Very, very funny to watch. Also, it's weird seeing my dad at like around my age as well, just like being a human being. I'm like, oh, right. You are literally just a person.
Do you see similarities in like who you are and like who you see? Like, did he used to be gay?
Yes. And then he actively chose to become a pastor and be straight and marry my mom.
He went to the camp.
There you go. Yeah. We all know how well those work.
The camp in Chattanooga.
Sure. Absolutely. No, honestly, I don't see a lot of similarities, mostly because in these specific videos, he's either a new dad or he does not have kids yet, is dating my mom, and is hanging out with his brothers and being a little rascal, setting off fireworks and
Creating
listening to
mischief.
the police scanner so that they can know when to run inside and hide and have it be quiet for when the police come by. And they are at my grandparents' house, and my grandma is actively listening to the police scanner, and like my uncles are joking that my grandma's becoming a scanner head because she's like, they're like trying to talk to her, and she's like,
the police are coming.
no, literally. And it's like my grandpa's egging them on. He's like, oh, what'd you use for the I mean, bomb essentially. What you used for the explosion, and my uncle was like, "Oh, we wrapped it in like parchment paper or something," and my grandpa's like, "You gotta use a film canister. A film canister is how you get the pressure." And it's like, oh my God, you're building bombs.
That's
not
funny.
really.
You're gonna get them on a list. You better be careful.
They were literally filling film canisters with black powder and then exploding them in the backyard.
You're gonna be on a list now.
Yeah, I mean, this was 1994, so.
Well, I'm glad we have footage of that. Sorry that your sister doesn't have her birth footage anymore.
1994 in Idaho.
Did they have it? What happened to your? Do you have your birth footage, or is it just somebody them ding dong ditching down the neighborhood street?
I haven't gotten there yet, so we'll see. I will say I did watch my brother get born. Thankfully, not like the full shot, but we're talking seconds after he popped out, and that was a lot to process. So it's fun. Digitize your family home videos.
That now.
It's pretty entertaining.
Do you ever think you would see your mother like that in that position?
Well, I didn't have to see my mother like that in that position because, like I said, it was like 10 seconds after that position was done. Yeah, so we're still clear
It'd be
and
really scary.
clear and unscarred.
It'd be really scary if you pop in a tape
And it's
them
just
making the baby.
Yeah, that would be worse.
That's gonna do it for us.
Oh boy, what a note to end on.
We got a lot to process today.
Yeah, we freaking do.
We got to call the police department.
Yeah, I gotta tell him he drives a
You have
Prius, a light
testimony?
blue Prius. It's
Yeah.
like it was like a teal. It was honestly a really nice color. I was like, wow, that's a good color car.
Well, if he gets arrested, he needs to pay for attorney fees. He might be on the market soon. He could maybe be the
Make
next
some money.
owner
There you go.
of a light blue Prius in Sonoma County. I still can't believe that happened.
That's crazy.
We'll keep you updated.
I guess.
We will. I don't care if you like or comment and subscribe. We're just hanging out.
But do it if you had fun.
What do I do? Pet credits. Ooh,
I believe in you.
there we go.
There you go.
Shout out to Pablo and Larry. Pablo's my dog over there on the right.
And Larry's my cat over there on the left.
We wouldn't be here without them to
true.
provide you this great entertainment. So thank you. Shout out to Scary Goldings. They make this song. It's called Stank for the Memories. We use it. Not authorized.
They said you could. Also, we don't make money off of this, so if anything, we're giving them publicity.
Yeah, if anything, they owe us money.
Yeah,
Or they-
Scary Goldings.
Yeah,
so
because
pay
I'm in the
up.
hole deep. So something's wrong with this equation here. The amount of money that I've spent on this little doodad here. I have people on staff now. I have Aaron that's asking me, what else do you want me to say into this microphone? I'm running out of money.
Wow. All right, watch out.
All right, that's it. Stay tuned for more breaking news.
Apparently,
When news breaks, we fix it.
Okay.
Oh, I hit the wrong button. Wait. I just want to end in the new studio. How do I do that? There we go.
There you go.
Broadcasting live from the Bay Area.
All
in
these things
Northern
are happening.
California.
Wait,
This is
hold on,
Q23
everyone.
News.
Reset,
Now.
reset back to one. Reset back to
All right,
one.
from the top.
From the top. Okay. And ready? Action.
Howdy, folks. Welcome to question 23.
I was
Oh, not that far?
Not that far.
Oh.
Not that far.
All right. We'll see y'all later. Love you, everybody. Love you, Josh.
Love you, Steven.
I'm so confused and bubbled right now. Oh, my God.
Confused. All right.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.